You
All right,
ready
I'm
to
gonna.
start this?
Yes, we're done. We don't need to. Yes. Okay. Save it.
What's
Hold
that?
on. Wait. Good evening, all you Minties, and welcome back to another episode of Reelz Talk with your host, the amazing Amanda, my lovely co-host, the Uncanny Omar, whose headline I just read.
I think
I
you
thought
thought
you were
I
going to go
was
with the
gonna write
brave.
the brave. Oh yeah. Sorry about that.
Instead, you wrote the Flash fans never say die. So,
Flash fans
okay.
never say die. So true. How's everybody doing this evening? Thank you for joining us for our live stream casting The Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
Now
So
this was a lot of fun to put together,
it was. Yeah.
and
It's
it
a lot of
was
characters.
yeah, because I feel like everything we've seen so far from James Gunn and DC Universe has a lot. He has Flash fan forever. I think the echo is fixed. It should be fixed. And let me know if it happens again. So it was fun because this is a different type of thing. I didn't have to read anything or read an omnibus like I've been doing lately, or film or edit. It was mostly doing research on what James Gunn has kind of hinted at so far and what he's doing with Superman Legacy. Now you're in here, it's kind of where I think it might go, and I could be completely wrong. I've been wrong once before, just one time.
Just one time? Just once? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Just one time. And just one time. So today we are going to be talking about Brave and the Bold and what I think could be potentially here. So James, wait, I'm sorry, what's so funny?
Nothing. I'm just reading the comments.
Yeah, do we need to do that? Okay.
Nope, it's good. It's just, yep. Okay.
Okay. That's what I thought. All right. So what I was saying is, based on interviews and what he said on Twitter and other places, he really loves Grant Morrison's Batman series.
Yeah.
So I went with that. And James Gunn is also known to cast a lot of just obscure characters, Taserface, and characters like that, kind of like one-off. So I went with a little bit of that goonish type of characters, but also considering his age, I was like, well, maybe he was a fan of like the Batman 66 series. He is a whimsical kind of guy. I did not think he was going to use characters. God, you're dead to me, Mr. Awesome. I don't think he's going to use characters like the Joker. I don't think he's going to use characters like Catwoman. And I don't think, and I did not on purpose. Hey, what's up, Smallluck? How have you been, brother? I got really excited when I saw him.
That been a while.
I don't think he's going to use Dick Grayson. He mentioned in an interview that he wanted to use.
Well, yeah. No, well, I'm assuming is he writing it? Because I know that Andy Muschietti, who just did The Flash, is going to be directing Brave and the Bold. So I don't know how much input he's going to have.
Or I'm out. Is he really directing Brave and the Bold?
Yes. So we cast this.
Why are we doing this?
Based off of Omar's assumptions. I think that maybe Gunn was, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, we don't know who's going to be in the movie. And since the writer strike and actor strike see no end in sight, maybe.
We know. Okay, we know from interviews that this takes place in a different universe than the Batman Matt Reeves series.
Yes, it's more into the proper.
I came really, really close, and I keep going back to this. What if it's not Bruce Wayne under the cowl, but Bruce Wayne is dead, and now it's Dick Grayson under the cowl with Damian as his Robin, kind of like Batman and Robin from Grant Morrison's run, because that's what he liked. And I'm like, do you really want to? Would he really do that? And is that just so confusing of a thing to new people? Because we've never seen Nightwing on the big screen. We've only seen him in the Titans show, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Marlon? How are you, brother? So I kept going back and forth. Dick Grayson is Batman, so I stuck with just Bruce Wayne because I think he has said Bruce Wayne in an interview.
He did, yeah.
that's why I kind of stuck with that.
And I
so
think,
yeah, I don't
I
think
mean,
we're.
honestly, go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry. No, I was just gonna say I don't think we're gonna see big A-list villains here. I think we're going to see one, but I don't think we're going to see Joker. I don't think we're going to see Scarecrow. I don't think
Not
we're going to
yet.
see Catwoman because that is in the Matt Reeves universe already, the Catwoman and Batman chemistry.
Penguin, yeah.
This is more father and son chemistry, I think, which is why I keep going back between Bruce and Damian. Not that a father and son chemistry wouldn't be there with Dick Grayson and Damian, with an adopted son.
But given that it's his biological son, and given some of the other things we've seen with James Gunn's properties, even if he's just producing this and he's not the director, Peacemaker, the Guardians of the Galaxy franchises, there's all these things centered around that father-son relationship. So I would assume that he'd keep along that same theme, even with this movie, if he's going to have any creative part in it. I'm assuming he'll have some creative control.
Oh, I mean, doesn't he have creative control of things already, like Blue Beetle, that he went in and
exactly,
apparently did something? All right, so let's have some fun, everybody. This is just our guess as to what characters are going to be in here. What was that? You're wiping your hands clean of that?
Do not take it as gospel, and
just
know that since I haven't read all Batman yet, when I'm casting some of these characters, just keep that in mind.
Well, I can tell you a little bit more about the characters as we go through the cast too.
I'm glad you did that after I cast them, but that's fine. Well, I did my research.
You should watch more Near-Mint Condition. That's not my fault.
I did my research prior. I didn't go in here cold turkey. I did my research prior.
I explain a lot of these things on my overviews. All right, let's kick it off with what we've kind of cast Batman and Robin already. Whenever we did that. Yes, episode before on casting James Gunn's universe. So let's have some fun, everybody. Let's cast the brave and the bold.
All right. So obviously the first one that we're going to talk about is Bruce Wayne. And I believe I get to do my first pick. So if you guys had watched our show when we were casting just the DCU Gunverse after it was announced, we already cast Bruce Wayne and Damian. So this isn't obviously going to be extended from that. So I didn't change my casting, even after the fact. I still would choose Jake Gyllenhaal as my Batman. He's in his mid-40s now. I feel like he's a strong actor. I think he'd be good for the role. I think he can be Bruce Wayne. So, Omar, what about you? Who did you remember who you picked?
I still remember Lee Pace. I still remember Lee Pace. I think still good for the role. He's in his 40s, and I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal is too, and can pull off that, because you need somebody that looks a little bit older and not somebody in their 30s anymore. Because if we're looking at a kid that's probably 12 to 15 years old, and probably 40 years old would be good. Is what I'm thinking. So I stuck with Lee Pace. I think he's a solid actor, and I'd love to see him as Bruce Batman. Now, again, this is if they go with that Bruce Wayne. If they go with Dick Grayson, man, I would have had some fun. But I did not put Dick Grayson in this because I feel like Dick is too big. Yes, you can take that out of context, baby.
It would be hard for me to cast Dick Grayson.
It's just he's too big of a character. Like, I think they'll mention him in the script, but I think he's going to be his own thing. I think it'll be a Titans thing. Oh, yes, I used to be Robin. There's no way that they don't do a Dick Grayson in this universe.
Yeah. Now, I did, when I was choosing the Batman, just quick before we move on, when I was choosing the Batman image, I did want to use this gem, but I thought maybe that wouldn't be appropriate.
Yeah, when I think of Batman,
so I was like, I don't know. We'll just choose the actual traditional Batman, not Batman.
You might as well just go with the bat. What do we call it, guys? The Batawang.
The Batawang.
It's the picture from it's his dong in Batman Damned. They just when it was originally released, it showed full frontal nudity, so we dubbed it the Batawang. But then when they reprinted it in collected editions, they took it off.
Did you call him Lee Pace?
I did on accident. That's not Lee Pace.
It's Richard Armitage. I saw the chat. I was like, oh shoot, I was not paying attention to Omar when he was talking.
Sorry, I just realized who I picked. I was thinking of Lee Pace as another guy. No, that's Richard Armitage. Sorry about that.
All right. So next we have Damian. Again, we already cast this the last time. So why am I this? Okay, I don't know. I fixed it for this part. So I picked Javon Walton. He's an actor from Euphoria. He was one of the little drug dealer kid. I just think he has the look, and I think he has the smirk, the snarkiness. The snarkiness. That's the word I'm looking for to play Damien. And then Omar, you chose.
I went with Arsalan Gamesi. And again, I like to state that Googling children on Google is the weird Middle Eastern children on Google is the weirdest thing that is doing to my algorithm. So disturbing. Yes. So that's what I found. Looks solid. I mean, it's hard to like cast somebody this young. You know, you're looking at a kid that's 12 to 15 years old, and they have to get them. Kids go through a growth spurt.
Yeah,
like
it's really hard.
Everybody wanted the kid from Umbrella Academy a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
but there's no way in hell that kid could do a Robin this nowadays.
No, was it Aiden? Yeah, he is much older now. There's no way. Maybe someone else, but
it's not that he's older. It's just that he's so tall. He would look really
awkward. Yeah.
I mean, you would have to get a really tall Batman, right?
Yeah, yeah, you would.
Yeah, that's why I went with somebody a little younger. We'll see. We'll see what they end up doing.
Your actor?
I think when we were doing this, he was 17 or 18.
Yeah, same with mine, 17. But he looks like he could. Yeah, they look like.
Yeah, right. They can be a little bit older as long as they're shorter. They can play, roles, younger roles, right? And I'm not talking like 80s, 90s cast of Beverly Hills 90210 with the 30-year-olds playing 17-year-olds or 15-year-olds at time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What if they decide to cast Damien as a female? Sure. I mean, they have to change his name. Is that name?
Is that a gender?
I'll be honest with you, James. I think for the most part, I was looking through here. We didn't do any gender swap or race swap. I stuck to what I went by looks of the comics. And again, they've changed the comics from time in time. All right, but those are the ones that we picked before. Now let's have some fun with the supporting or not supporting cast, but other leads like Alfred. Who gets to go first?
You do. So Omar, who did you pick?
I went with the Doctor.
I like that. Yeah.
Solid actor, and I'd love to see him in an older role like this. Well, not that he wasn't, but he plays a good father figure, like in the role of the Doctor. He's fun, silly, but a hell of an actor. So I'd like to see him in a role like this.
Awesome.
Who'd you go with?
So it might look unconventional, but I actually went with Sean Bean. He's obviously older.
Kill him off in the first movie.
And they'll kill. Well, I mean, if they went with the Nightwing storyline that we're running currently, maybe, and he gives his fortune to Dick Grayson if he shows up later on. But yeah, I mean, Sean Bean, I like to see him do something different than the roles we have usually see him in, with either they're a villain or action. And I think him being a mentor figure, I think it's time for him to be in that role, and I think he would do a really good job in those roles. So for me, and I would go with Sean Bean.
I gotta go. Okay, hold on a second. Candy Jams, I've been looking at your cast, and I have to say, I absolutely love David Spade as the Riddler. Like now I can't get that out of my head.
Yeah,
because
he's still working too.
David Spade is quick, and he's sarcastic. I don't know. I would love to see him come back and do something like that.
Yeah.
I just want Alfred to be balding with a mustache. Well, yeah, everybody can shave and wear a bald cap, grow mustache.
That's how a lot of my picks later on, when you see some of the characters, I'm like, they can put a bald cap, they can grow certain facial hair, it'll be fine.
Hugh Laurie as Alfred was my second choice, but I went with more Doctor, like a slimmer look, like an Alfred-y look.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, like Jeremy Irons is slimmer, right? And even like Michael Caine, they all have like that certain look. So I can see why,
Mm-hmm. And I really want Alfred to stick around too, because I feel like we didn't get enough of that. That was one of my biggest problems with the Batman. So
I know, that's right. He did. Yeah, and I like Andy Serkis too, so I was really disappointed.
He had such a minor role, and then he was just gone. Anyway, next, Amanda, what do you got?
It's Tim Drake.
Oh yeah. So instead of Dick Grayson, I really think they're going to use a Robin, and it's going to be Tim Drake as
Yep.
the graduating Robin of like either, holding a grudge against Damian for taking over his role or moving on into college. But I really feel like we're going to get a big introduction to the Bat family. It's not just Brave and the Bold with the team ups, which we do have some cameos in there, but also I think like Brave and the Bold representing the family. And of course, starting with Alfred. So who goes first? You do, Panda?
I do, yes. So the actor I actually chose for Tim Drake is an actor called Noah Jupe. He is obviously the roles you have seen him in previously. He was much younger, but he is now, I think he's 18 or 19. And he is from Quiet Place. He was a little boy in Quiet Place. And he's also played younger Shia LaBeouf in Honey Boy. And he did a really amazing job in that. And he's done like Ford versus Ferrari. So I would love to see him in a role. I think he can handle the Tim Drake attitude. So I think he would be good for this role. And I think he kind of has the look.
Okay.
So who did you go with?
I went with somebody that I remembered from a movie that my brother and I watched, Tales of Halloween. He was a young kid at that time. But this is Daniel DiMaggio. And, he's a lot taller now. He's a lot older. Not a lot older.
Yeah.
He's in his 20s. I was looking up what he did. He did play Kal-El in the Supergirl TV show for one episode, like a young Kal-El. He's not been in a lot, but honestly, this time around, I went for people that kind of looked the part, but also had a little bit of acting and a little bit of range in there. So that's why I went with that. Danny DeVito as Tim Drake.
That's a hot take, Blast.
That is the hottest take tonight so far. Tim Drake definitely has to be in this. It'll be the first time we see Tim Drake. Like, I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I stopped watching Titans for anybody that kept watching.
I thought Jason Todd was in it.
Jason Todd showed up.
Yes.
But did Tim Drake ever show up in a live action Titans show?
Dude, I don't remember because we both have not watched it past a certain season.
That's season 1 for me. Omar looks like Tim from the 90s a bit. Yeah, I kind of went with looks a little bit this time. Okay, so Tim Drake is in seasons 3 and 4. Thank you all.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I think they made him African American. I think if that's who if it's the character I'm thinking about.
Okay.
He became Robin in season 4. Okay. Cool. But I went more with the way that he looked in the comics, the Tim Drake in the comics, because I really do think the next character we're going to get in here is
Duke Thomas.
Duke Thomas, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If we're going to get the Bat family, then the Bat family is not complete without Duke Thomas too. And it's weird to say that, as Nightwing is my favorite DC character, not including him in this movie. But like I said, I feel like he's just too big of a character.
Yeah.
Like having a small cameo in here, no, I don't think that would work. I think they have bigger plans for him, or at least I like to think they do.
That would be kind of cool. So you get to go first. Who did you pick for Duke Thomas?
I went with, this is Algie Smith.
Algie Smith. Okay, what's he been in before?
So he's from Euphoria.
Okay.
I don't know who he plays. I've only seen the first 2 seasons of that. But I remember him from what is it? The Sons to the Grave, I think. It's a movie I just saw last year or earlier this year. And I liked him. And just kind of looks the part to me.
Excellent.
What about you?
I actually went with another, well, he's not a child anymore, but Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things. I think this kid definitely has range, and I think he would be a good superhero. I'd love to see him as a superhero. So he's really grown from all the previous seasons, and clearly he is outgrown Stranger Things in terms of age. So I like to see him take on Duke Thomas. So he is my pick for Duke Thomas.
That's good. I like that. Ashton Sanders as Duke. He was in The Batman too. Oh,
nice.
Amanda's pick is the best pick.
Oh, thanks, Kane. Wait, thank you. I appreciate that.
Like this one here?
Yes.
Did you say Nick Cannon for no? Did he change his name to Nike Cannon? You messing with me, Ryan?
I think it's Nick Cannon.
Tom Cruise. Dude, Tom Cruise.
He is as the Penguin. Oh my, yeah. You know what? Well, you look what they did to Colin Farrell. Do you really want to go down that route again? They already did it so successfully with Colin Farrell. To repeat that would be just, okay. That'd be great.
Yes, they want to do it again.
Yeah,
now that's all we have as the family. I know somebody's going to be disappointed that there's no Stephanie Brown in here.
Right here.
That there's no Cassandra Cain. I knew Cassandra Cain was getting it. I feel like they can't have too much, right? Because we also have the supporting cast. So I went with the two people that would be closest to him. I feel like Cassandra is another character that I'm sure will show up.
Yeah.
But probably not in this. It'll probably be some kind of team book. And oh my gosh, I hope they don't call her Orphan because that's just wrong. But yeah, let's get to we'll get to the allies here in a little bit. And
exactly. Well, I wanted to bring up Matt's comment because I was reading about this too. Not Brave and the Bold related, but DC news. James Gunn tweeted his love for Wonder Woman Historia, which is awesome because Maddie also had a show last night on Over New about the same exact thing. It was so coincidental. It's crazy. And the book went from 63 to #1 best-selling graphic novel on Amazon. James Gunn helps comics. And he just posted about on Instagram about how it went to #1. And I wish that Marvel, they had like their creators did that too, right? So
I think it's all written in the contract, right? It's like it's all due to contracts, and since he's running the show, he can do whatever he wants to. It's funny because I was interviewed on Monday by a podcast, and that's something I brought up. I said what they're doing right is something like James Gunn. The minute I saw the trailer to The Flash, regardless of how people felt about The Flash or not, I know some people love The Flash and others were like, there's no way that movie is going to make any money.
Yeah, I know that's exactly what you said.
So at the end of that trailer, it states that you can find these stories in these comics, and I thought that was great. I wish we had more of that. So I'm very happy about that. That's cool. I mean, that is the power of I don't even want to call it celebrity influence, but in a way it is. I remember when I used to watch The Sopranos as it was coming out, Memoirs of a Geisha was a book that what's her name? Eddie Falco had on the show. She was reading it at bedtime. That book, Sopranos, to kind of put things in perspective, came out on Sunday nights. That book shot to #1 at Amazon the very next day on a Monday.
That's crazy.
It's just the power of, I don't know, TV. I don't know. There's something there, obviously.
No, there is. Yeah, there is something about influence there. So
Who next? Oh, let's have some fun. Supporting cast.
You call them allies. I went with supporting cast.
Well, I don't want to spoil things because allies could also turn into
villains,
not allies. Just saying.
I like how you use that.
All right, what we got here?
First one is Jezebel.
Oh, the hotness. Yes.
I was trying to find a picture, the best picture I could that wasn't a WEBP, whatever.
WEBP? What is that?
It's a type of file that you can't use it on anywhere.
All right. Oh, you can change it though. I'll show you how after show.
Yes. All right. So I get to go first. So my pick for Jezebel Jet is an actress named Kylie Bunbury. So I actually first saw her in a show that only ran for 1 season, but I love this show, and it was called Pitch. And she played the first female to be on an all-male baseball team, right? And played for the MLB. And I thought she was fantastic. She's been in several things since then, like Game Night, When They See Us, the TV miniseries. So she's done a lot of work since then. I think she's a fantastic actress, and I think she's sexy. I think she could bring what we need for Jezebel Jet.
We did fan cast Batman, and his pick would be Jensen Ackles. That's a good pick. She's a pretty girl. How old is this lady?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
You did?
Yes.
So you already had an answer ready.
Yep. She was born in 89, so she's probably a little younger than I am.
That chick is like Tim Drake's age. All right, keep going.
It's not.
Damn, 89.
She's like in her early 30s.
Oh, and just like that, I feel old.
Yeah, I know. Me too, every day. Because some I saw an Instagram reel where someone thought that the Matchbox 20 song Push from Barbie was an original they made just for the movie, and the girl realized it was a remake of a song that came out in the 90s. So that made me feel
to be
old.
fair, that song sucked in the 90s and still sucks to this day. So I would believe that it was made up for that. All right, for me, I went with Oh, yes. That is Yaya da Costa, who was a model and now an actress. A little bit of an actress.
Hey, was she on America's Next Top Model?
I didn't watch that.
I know. I'm going to look it up now.
She was in The Butler. I know that. So she's got some acting chops. But, so was Jezebel. Jezebel was also she was a model, and now she's Bruce's main lady in this particular story.
Yeah.
Was I hating on Barbie? I was hating on Matchbox 20, dude. Don't take things out of context.
No, technically he was just hating on Matchbox 20, which
I've never liked Matchbox. I don't give a crap if they teamed up with Carlos Santana. I couldn't stand Matchbox 20.
No, but yeah, she is. I watched her season on America's Next Top Model because my roommates in college were big fans of that show. Man, I could care less.
I guess she could have been. Yeah, she's killer though. Oof, she's a nice looking lady, well put together. Well put together.
Well put together is a good choice of words there, Omar.
Yeah, it's what I do.
All right, so our next pick is another character that you brought in, which is Leslie Tompkins. So have we seen her before in any of the live action Batmans, Supermans, or anything like that?
I can't remember. She is the lady that kind of took in a young Bruce Wayne.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's time that we see that kind of character. And like I said, if we're going to have a Bat family, I think she's a very important character because after Bruce's parents died, she's the one that kind of took him in and helped also raise him. And apparently she was in Gotham. Thank you so much, Guy.
There we go. Thank you, Guy Fieri.
I think I watched half a season of Gotham, so I'll be honest with you. I did not stick around.
I feel like we need to catch up on some of the live action DC TV series.
Do we really? Like the Gotham kids? My brother.
Well, we're getting to the point where we're going to have something to watch and talk about.
All right. Now, damn it. I was like, I really wanted to cast Jamie Lee Curtis because even in this picture, she kind of looks like Jamie Lee Curtis.
You're right.
But I went with somebody else that I think deserves more love and finally got some appreciation a couple of years ago. And that is Melissa Leo.
Did she won an Oscar? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She did win an Oscar. Yeah.
I remember her.
And her Oscar her speech was like, "It's about fucking time."
Yeah, exactly.
Because she was not. Let me tell you what happened to this now she's not young, but whatever. I was a big fan of the show Homicide: Life on the Street, and she was one of the detectives. On the 7th season, the producers wanted to revamp the show and make it bring in more pretty young ladies, and they fired her, even though she was a phenomenal actress. They terminated her contract, which was like 2 more seasons, and they brought in Vanessa Williams, not the model or singer, but it's another actress, and then somebody else, and replaced her. And it was a shame, man. She's a great actress. I love her in just about everything she does. She won the Oscar for that boxing movie, didn't she? With
The Fighter.
Yeah, with what's his name?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. So my pick, also an older actress, probably has been in too many franchises to count, but let's throw another one, and that's Sigourney Weaver.
Okay. She's good.
She's a good actress, and it's funny because a lot of these young actresses from the 90s and 80s, we're seeing them in these more mentorship roles. I mean, that's what happens as you age, I guess. So yeah, let's throw Sigourney Weaver in there.
Yeah, okay, I can get down with that.
Yeah.
And what is Batman without his Commissioner Gordon?
Yes.
So
all right, I get to go first.
Who'd you go with?
And I even picked a picture that just makes him look like it. Bryan Cranston. I think he would be great as a Commissioner Gordon. I mean, obviously we know he's a great actor. I did read though recently that he might be done with acting in a few years, so this probably won't come to fruition. But it's a dream cast; it doesn't mean it has to come true. But my Superman casting did come true, so just saying.
Well, not the whole thing, okay? Just like 2 of
the two main ones that we cast, they came true.
Okay, we're not done with the whole thing yet.
Yes, but yeah, Bryan Cranston for me, and I did choose a picture where he just looked less like him.
Okay, so you cheated a little bit. That's okay.
That's not how I did not cheat. I picked that picture.
Uh,
Uh,
I went with Bill Pullman. I love this guy.
Bill. Where's
Lone
he
Star. Lone Star, baby. I love this guy. And I feel like this guy doesn't get enough love. Like I feel like this guy gets cast in a lot of like cheesy roles.
Yeah.
He has got a good range if you put him in the right role. He was in the what was it that I started looking at his backlog of movies because there for a while in like the 90s kept being cast in these comedic romantic comedies and stuff. So that's why I went with him. Put a mustache on him.
But you
There
could
you
do
go.
one. I think he's had facial hair in quite a number of his movies, so that's possible.
Why not J.K. Simmons? He did a great job playing Jim in Justice League. I think because he's already been cast in Justice League and this is another universe, so they're probably not going to use those characters.
Yeah, who knows? They might, but
yeah, sadly he gets cast as boring characters. But he was president of the United States and gave the most amazing speech.
Yeah, that speech is pretty phenomenal. You can't really deny that's a great speech from Independence Day. And they're gonna ruin the legacy by making a sequel like 20 years later. That was just
dude, I fell asleep through that stupid sequel. It was so bad.
Such a shame.
All right. Now, the next character I put in here is because Gunn's around my age, so I went a little bit old school with a character that originated in the Batman TV show in the 60s, the Adam West show. So Chief O'Hara. I think it'd be fun to have a Chief O'Hara in here. Not a huge role, but just to have him in the movie. That'd be cool. So
you get to go first. Who did you pick?
I went with Liam Cunningham.
I love this actor.
I came so close to putting him as Commissioner Gordon, but I'm like, I just want him to use his accent, so I put him as Chief O'Hara. That's the only reason why.
Why?
I went with Chief O'Hara with him because he's actually I think he is Irish if I'm not mistaken. I know the character is Chief O'Hara, but yeah. And Chief O'Hara was a female in the Lego Batman movie. I didn't gender swamp, but thank you for that.
Thank you for the fun fact, Watcher.
Will Pullman went from an absolute slime ball in The Last Seduction to the best president ever on Independence Day within 2 years. He's got amazing rage. I think thank you, Eric, and I really think he just needs the right role, right? And sometimes that's what happens with these actors. That's true. Oh my god, I should have cast
Josh Hart. Josh Hartnett. Just Hartnett. Yeah. I mean, he just he did such a good job in Oppenheimer. He did a really good job in that Black Mirror episode. Even in and
he's been gone for such a long time.
Exactly.
He's distanced himself from those. Hey, I forgot to comb my hair movies in the 90s.
Faculty or 40 Days and 40 Nights where you can't have sex for 40 days. I watched all the Josh movies, but I did like Hollywood Homicide with him.
Even Halloween Water. You watch Halloween Water?
No, I didn't watch. Okay, you're right. Not all of them, but I did watch The Faculty because Elijah Wood was also in it, and I liked both of them, so it was the thing.
Oh, I almost went with Sam Elliott, honestly.
Not a bad idea.
That was another one for Chief O'Hara. Who'd you go with, Panda?
I went with more of a character actor, so you'd probably see him in a lot of things, but you probably wouldn't know his name. His name is Michael Stolberg. So,
the guy I know. Hold on, don't say anything. Doctor Strange.
Yes, he plays Dr. Nick West. I think he could fit the role. I think he's one of those actors that can kind of meld into it. And I don't know, if Chief O'Hara would have a very major role, but I think we have to give some character actors love and not just our leading stars. So I went with someone more along those lines. And
he's really good. I'm trying to remember wasn't he in a TV show too?
He was in Fargo.
He was in Fargo, the TV show.
Boardwalk Empire he was in that one.
That's what he was in. He's solid in that.
He's a great actor. So I feel he's a good character actor. He can do this. And that's a role I feel like a character actor could slip into really easily. So yeah. That's my choice.
Next up, I think we need some Renee Montoya love. And I know that the character has appeared in live action shows already, but I feel like a big screen. I can't remember, whenever you see these movies, sometimes characters don't get their names brought up, like Detective Montoya. But I can't remember if she was in the Christopher Nolan flicks, or was it
she was in
Batman.
No, she was in Nolan's because I feel like she was one of the cops in Nolan's
She's in
film.
Birds of Prey. I knew that, but
Okay, yeah,
I can't remember if she was in the. Was she the cop in the Joker?
Yes.
About her family.
Yes, I think that's who she was. Yes, I'm pretty sure.
And Eric, I hate to say it, man, but that was some poor casting on. I like Rosie Perez, but just I didn't see it for that in that role.
So I get to go first. So
that was it.
Pick,
she was called Ramirez. Okay, so it wasn't her.
Okay, gotcha. Well, there we go.
Who did you go with?
My pick is a young actress that's been in quite a lot, actually. Well, not quite a lot, but a little bit things that we'd all be recognized. Christian Serratos. She's most famously Selena in the Selena TV series.
Yeah, she's good.
And also Rosita in the Walking Dead series. And yeah, I think she can be.
She's
gritty.
cute.
Yeah, she can be gritty when she needs to be. She's cute. So I like to say there's Renee. I'm all for that. So that's my pick.
Man, I went for a stereotypical Latina cop. So
oh yeah, that's true. Like,
baby, give me that Stephanie Beatrice. She's already got the gun and the holster and the badge at home. True. Just give her a call. Just give her a call, baby.
That's true.
I actually like her. I think she's good.
Oh, I think she's a great actress. I agree. I mean, she has some range. She can sing. I don't know if she needs that for Renee Montoya.
Maybe if they go karaoke with the Bat Family,
that would be a great.
I don't know what.
She is in Twisted Metal, which we have to watch.
I have yet to see Twisted. I'm so scared to see Twisted Metal. It looks just awful. But you know what? I've been fooled before.
Exactly. James
really freaking loves Twisted Metal. I don't know, man. Okay. Ana de Armas would make a badass Renee Montoya. No Time to Die show that she can do action like the best. Okay.
All right. There we go.
I didn't want to pick Michelle Rodriguez because I needed somebody else that's an angry Latina. So I really think Rosa from not Reno 911, but Amanda?
No, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, thank you. It's always looking angry, so that's why I went with her.
She does a good job of that role. Yeah. So those are our picks for Renee, but now we got to go to, which some people are like, why wasn't she in the top? Which I also had that question.
Because I don't think she's like, no way.
Yes, I picked one of the.
Oh, dude, both of our picks. I'm so glad we're bringing redheads back to Hollywood, baby.
All right, so you get to go first. Who is your pick for Barbara Gordon?
Chris is saying, hold on a second. Aren't all Latinas saying? I ain't gonna say it, man. My mama hear that, she'll come beat my ass. Well, I know I live in Mexico. She'll get that damn chancla and come beat me. All right. Here we go. I went with Jane Levy.
Jane Levy. Now, what she's been in, because the name sounds familiar, but I can't quite place her.
All right, I'm not even gonna lie. I googled hot redheads. I did extensive research. That was really good for me. She was in Evil Dead.
That is
extensive. She was in the Evil Dead 2013 movie, and she was also in Don't Breathe.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie. I googled hot young redhead, and let me tell you, a lot of them were not actresses. Well, not in Hollywood. Just saying. My Google my Google
was on point.
Was on point. I went down a different rabbit hole. But who'd you pick?
So I went with your pick, a fairly newer actress, right? Because I feel like this is one of those roles that we'll see for a long we like to see Barbara Gordon in more than just one property.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I definitely need to see her in Nightwing at some point. And so whatever you want to put her in. My pick is a actress who's been in a little bit of things, but it's not like she's been a the role yet. And her name is Abigail Cohen.
That name sounds familiar. What's she been in?
So most recently, she was in the Fate, the Winx saga on Netflix. But you'd probably recognize her from Stranger Things. She was Vicky Carmichael in Stranger Things, and then she was also Dorcas, one of the three sisters. In the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which we also made you watch, so you've seen her.
You made me watch that and review it.
Yes, I did. Yeah. So that is who I would cast. I think she's gorgeous. Yes, she is a hot redhead if you want to go for that
Did
route.
you also Google hot redheads? Maybe we can share Google finds.
No, I did not Google hot redhead.
Hey, man, we're bringing redheads back to Hollywood.
Yeah. So that would be my pick for Barbara Gordon. And I think she has that down home girl like next door. And maybe it's because I'm just looking at the Nightwing stuff recently, but I want that feel of a
I came really close to casting a Burnett just because of the 60s show with Yvonne putting on the red wig, like making it like that. But I was like, no, I gotta, there's beautiful redheads out there, and
yeah.
I found this young lady, and I had seen her in a couple of movies, and I was like, oh yeah. Yeah. Especially, she's almost 30, so Nightwing would be around that age, a little younger than Batman. It's a hard choice. Your lady is cute too.
Yeah, she's really cute. They're both.
Let me tell you, I almost cheated with mine, and I found a picture of her with her feet out, and I was like, I can't use that one, so I'll just use this.
With
one.
her
This is
feet
a little more
out. This isn't a
her feet.
Movie we're talking about. It's Andy.
I just know my audience. Okay, I know my target audience. Just saying.
I didn't know your target audience like feet pics, but now I am well aware. They like Omar feet pics. That's a different.
Why would you even bring that up?
It's been a while. We haven't talked about your feet pics in a while, so let's bring it up now. Let's now we move on from the allies to obviously the bad guys. So,
dude, I saw Tori Amos in 2001, and that lady could bring it back then. The way she grinds on that piano stool, she's amazing. I don't know if she still does that or not. I love that woman. All right, starting the playback. So hopefully, once we get to Robin, you guys chose LeBron James. Did we choose LeBron James? Yeah. All right. Who's next?
Villains. All
right. Let's have some fun with the villains, because I think we're gonna have one main villain, and we're gonna have a bunch of goofy villains, because this is a James Gunn production. So he's gonna throw in everything. And Amanda maybe change one of them, even though I'm like,
did you change it though?
I did change it. You told me to change it, or you were gonna change it for me.
No, I didn't change it.
Why didn't you change it? Why didn't you change it when you asked me to change it?
I thought you were just going to go on there and change it. I should have known better. Well, when we get to it, Omar can tell us why he was wrong the first time, and he did.
I'm not wrong. Hasn't Gunn basically confirmed Cassandra's going to be in it? I've looked at a lot of interviews. He just said the Bat family and characters we haven't seen in the big screen yet. So that's why I didn't choose Cassandra yet, because I feel like Cassandra belongs in I almost want to say like a team movie. So David Spade as the Riddler. Okay, I'll give you that one. I mean, this is somebody else. Like,
I know that's what I mean. It's like a different person every time. It's crazy.
He's talked about her a lot on Twitter. Maybe that will be his Batgirl.
That'd be
which makes our Barbara Gordon obsolete. There goes our redhead cast.
Oh, come on. They've got to have Barbara in there. Anyways. So Dr. Simon Hurt. So tell us a little bit about the main villain. Why you chose Dr. Simon Hurt as the main villain.
Well, if James Gunn is a fan of Grant Morrison's run on Batman, this is the guy that put Batman through the grinder in Morrison's run, and him and the Black Glove, all his goons will show up in this. I really think that he's sort of immortal. I don't know what version he's going to use of Dr. Hurt, but I think it's definitely a character that can bring the dark out of this goofy movie too. Because there's got to be a balance in this movie, right? Like there has to be some dark in here. Because he did a really good job with that in all his Guardians of the Galaxy
properties,
with the High Evolutionary, right? That's a really twisted, dark character.
Well, even Peacemaker, there's some dark stuff,
right? Like villains,
but also funny stuff,
but also goofy stuff. So I feel like this guy would be the main villain.
And I guess Andy Muschietti did a good job of that in The Flash. I don't know. We'll talk about that.
We don't have to bring it up again.
All right. So I get to go first. So my Dr. Simon Hurt, I chose someone who always can play a villain, and that is Luke Evans. Just a gorgeous man overall. So I think he would be a nice leading, because when I think of villains, I think they have to. We always talked about how they might want to be a little bit more famous or as famous or something recognizable. And I think Luke Evans would do the job. So he's my choice for Dr. Simon Hurt.
I wanted to go with somebody a little bit, and that's a solid choice, with somebody a little bit more my main character's Armitage's age.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, yeah.
But I did not go a traditional like choice with this one.
And
I went with somebody that I really liked, and that is Larenz Tate. This is a guy that you probably were too young for this, but he was on the Cosby Show a lot. Pretty much if you grew up in the 80s, he was on 21 Jump Street. He was on the Wonder Years. Oh my gosh, he was in Punky Brewster. And then he grew up and did this one movie called South Central. And that changed like how people saw him, because, you know, you go from like a young actor being the love interest of the young girl to being not South Central. That was the TV show. Menace to Society was the name of the movie.
Yeah.
He played oh my gosh, O-Dog, you know, shooting people and stuff. And I was like, man, this guy's gonna go places. And unfortunately, after that, he just became typecasted. And I think he's been in a few movies and shows since then.
Which is what happened a lot in the 90s too.
Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah. Honestly, that's why I have fun with this. Like, I love our casting shows because it kind of makes me think, okay, who would I like to see in this role?
Mm-hmm.
And who haven't I seen in a long time that isn't on the spotlight? So yeah, I would love to see this guy come back. He's a solid actor. Just the same reason I chose Melissa Leo for Dr. Leslie Tompkins. I think even though she did win an Oscar, so that's saying a lot, but
of course.
She still doesn't get enough recognition.
She doesn't. All right. So with that, now that we have the main villain, we have to go with his goofy sidekicks.
Well, not his goofy sidekicks. This is another thing. He's got the black glove. The goofy villains are like, think like a side story, right? Like at the very beginning where Batman is training Robin and he's going up against these type of villains. Yeah. And I was like, okay, don't choose Kite Man. Don't choose Kite Man, because I feel like everybody already knows that Kite Man will probably be in this movie. So I went with more semi-recognizable villains and some probably goofy villains that people are like, who the hell is that? But let's go ahead and show who we got, because we're going to have to. Yes, Egghead! Because again, I feel like he probably was a fan of the campy 60s Batman. And you got to have Egghead. And I went and just saw who you chose, so it's kind of funny a little bit. But go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So Omar gets to go first. So Omar, who did you pick for Egghead?
You gonna pop him up?
Yep, there he is.
My man, Jason Lee. I love this dude. He's got such a good voice, and
he does.
Shave his head, man. I love this. Jada Pinkett Smith as Egghead.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, dude. I didn't mean to laugh at that. Yo, don't tell Will Smith. I don't need somebody to come and smack me tonight. Eddie Murphy said he wanted to play Egghead. That's awesome. That's a good choice.
That would be a really good choice. And
I love Jason Lee. I love everything that he's in. He was my actor like in the late 90s, you know, big Kevin Smith fan. He was a retired skateboarder and then went into acting. Kind of an oddball, you know, naming his kid. What's his kid's name? Airplane co-pilot or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know he named his kid.
Yo, he's out there, dude. He is out there. But I love this dude. I love this dude. So Jason Lee.
So I also went with an oddball, and most of it for these side villains, they're comedians. I mean, that's what I picked, because that's when I looked at him, I said, there's no way I'm casting a serious actor in any of these roles. I need someone with comedic chops. So I went with someone who I just would envision would be good for this role, and that's Andy Samberg.
That's a good pick too. That's a good.
I mean, I love him. I love Andy Samberg. I love his comedy. Obviously, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, one of my favorite things. Pop star, never stop popping.
Never stop, not stopping. I love that stupid movie.
One of my favorite films.
Dude, all his
all the Lonely Island shit. Yeah.
Yes. He's good.
Honestly, I mean, some of these I could interchange some of my picks, but
and you know, these characters are only going to have like one or two lines before they get kicked in the face.
It doesn't matter, because that's an awesome cameo to have, and that's like very what you'd expect. So I would be okay with that. So yeah, Andy Samberg for Egghead. Why not?
That's a good one. I like that. A lot. All right, who's next?
Next is Ten-Eyed Man.
Oh, I think I know what I did with this one.
Yes.
Is this
So
that's okay. Go. You go first.
For me, I chose a little bit older actor, again, comedian, Ty Burrell. I love this guy. And I would love to see him play a villain and not just Phil Dunphy, the like half-witted dad from Modern Family.
Modern Family, that's where.
Yeah, so my pick is Ty Burrell. I think someone early in chat had him for someone else. I don't know what they had picked him. But for me, I was like, this would be a cool cameo for him to have in the film. So, yeah, I picked Ty Burrell for Ten-Eyed Man. What about you? Who'd you pick?
Why don't you pop him up? Because I can't remember. Alan Tudyk, that's who I picked. Yeah, this guy's goofy. Like, he can do goofy, and he's friends with the Gunn family. So, yeah, let's get him in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he's going to already have a role once he's... Is the Alien show done? Resident Alien? I assume it is.
I don't know, maybe.
But that's what he's doing now.
Yeah, I don't know if it is. All right, so the next one is a CGI'd character. So just be their voice, and that is Orca.
Yes. I saw who you picked, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know, because that's an Omar. That's an Amanda special for Omar right there. That's what that is. I'll do that for you, buddy. Just like some other pick. That one for you. Okay, Omar, you can go first. Who did you pick for Orca?
Dude, I don't know if anybody knows this woman. I picked Chelsea Lynn. So she is, first of all, that is a really good, flattering picture of her. She plays this redneck, like white trailer trash character on her Instagram and Facebook. And, what's like Larry the Cable Guy, that kind of role, but a lady. And dude, she has like this Florida accent that she does, and this Southern accent. And I'm like, oh my God, I'd love for her voice to do Orca because it's that annoying and that trashy. So yeah, that's why I went with her.
Good. So I also went with an actor that would probably annoy Omar.
Absolutely, she does.
But would she be a good actor to voice his role? She's done some other sea creatures.
Just one.
That's Melissa McCarthy. I mean, if you're gonna throw someone.
Although I did hear that was like one of the best things about the new Little Mermaid.
She was. As someone who had seen Little Mermaid, which ruined most of my favorite songs in the film. The original songs from the original film, and added way too much length that left both my 7-year-old kind of bored and my almost 2-year-old bored. Yes, she was the best part of it. She nailed her role as Ursula 100%. But I think she'd be great as Orca's voice. Let's do it. Melissa McCarthy. Omar's one of Omar's favorites.
Oh my God. No. Did you play Aquafina as another one that gets on my nerves? And was it Aquafina in the Little Mermaid as well?
She was Scuttle, and it was also very annoying. So, not that I don't like her and other things, but that was one of those.
I've been told I look like a better looking Tom Cruise, so maybe you can cast me as Bruce Wayne. Okay, I need references, Ryan. Was it your mom that told you that? Because
you have a picture that you can share with us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Ryan.
Not age like Tom Cruise. Are you on the Scientology aging?
Hey, nobody's here to judge, though. Nobody's here to judge. If you are, more power to you. Melissa was the best pick in the Little Mermaid. I heard. Seriously.
Best thing about that movie. And that's saying something because I know you're like not the big. I know it's really Octavia Spencer, but they've been in that movie together.
Oh, dude, I can't believe you have not made me review that stupid superhero movie with Melissa McCarthy and Octavia. Because that to me is like an elevator ride down to hell. Like with both of those women in the lead.
Oh boy, that was something else. So that's our Orca picks. Let's go on to the Condiment King.
Instead of Kite Man, I went with Condiment King. And Amanda, you go first.
Yeah, I go first. Yeah, so my pick, Jason Lee. So I also picked Jason Lee.
That's a good choice, dude. That's a good choice.
Again, you could probably interchange some of these actors, some of these roles, but yeah, I love Jason Lee. I think he deserves to be a quirky villain in like DC, Marvel, but probably DC. Because Marvel doesn't know what they're doing anymore. So yes.
Hey. We don't lose faith. We still got the Marvels this year.
That's true. You're right.
That should be hell no. That's a Patreon exclusive. Watching that stupid ass movie. I don't know. It could be good. All right.
Oh, you did change your picks, so I didn't. You didn't change it on here.
I didn't. You didn't.
No. Yeah,
That's okay. I got somebody else. I got somebody else in mind. All right, who did I pick?
Right, so
until you rudely reminded me that he's already been cast in a James Gunn production. Look, Nathan Fillion is such a amazing actor that he could play two different roles. He can be the Condiment King and Guy Gardner. Okay.
yeah. So I had to remind. I didn't look at Omar's picks until 2 hours before this came out, so I had to remind
That's
him.
how we do things here, guys.
With a gentle push reminder via text, that he was already cast as Guy Gardner in Superman Legacy. So who was your other pick? If it wasn't going to be Nathan Fillion,
screw it. Give me Jason Mewes. I'll take Jason Mewes.
Okay, so
Jason Mewes as the Condiment King. Yes, I love that we have Jason Lee and Jason Mewes. Kevin Smith's going to feel so left out. Ooh, Will Arnett. That's a good. Oh, Will Arnett has a really good voice, but I feel like Will Arnett is better than just not that there's anything wrong with these actors. This is more of a goofy, like these guys are going to get their ass whooped within like a minute and a half of the movie.
Yeah, but I mean, and he's been Lego Batman. It's just so, yeah.
He's got a good voice. I love his voice. Solid.
Yeah, he did a good job. All right, so the last one we got is the Eraser.
The last villain. Yes, I did not go with Kite Man. I wanted to go with some
this is
not traditional characters. I'm glad you found that picture of the Eraser, though.
Oh, it took me a while to find a decent picture of the Eraser.
A decent picture of the Eraser? Nobody really knows about this character.
Well, no, I mean, you figure you Google it, you find stuff, but no, it's all DeviantArt, which is fine. But I was like, maybe
this would definitely be like a CG voice, I think. Like somebody doing the voiceover work for this character.
Yes. So who did you pick? You get to go first.
Jack is the Jack that always asks for this guy. Carrot Top. Carrot Top. I don't know if Jack's watching, but no, it's my buddy Max. Max always asks for Carrot Top. I went with Carrot Top. Because why the hell not? You know, everybody needs their comeuppance. The guy has been the butt of a David Lynch because of Eraserhead, guys. No. Although that would have been good. He's in his 80s. He's not going to do any voiceover work. Give Carrot Top.
Is he doing anything now? We don't know, right? Do we know what
Lynch or Carrot Top?
Carrot Top. We know
Carrot Top is working his guns out. He's a busy guy. He's ripped.
Good.
He's gonna try out for the role of Lion-O. I think Carrot Top equals box office poison. Well, he's not Pauly Shore. I mean, they're both kind of weird.
I still want to watch that Pauly Shore Russian Pinocchio. That would be.
We don't need to watch that. We don't need to watch that one.
We don't. So my pick is a man who's very good with voices, is a top-notch comedian, and I think
Carrot Top.
No, he could use something lighthearted after what not that he didn't do something that was comedic, but it was also kind of dark, and that's Bill Hader. I love Bill Hader. I love to see him in some.
That guy's had his heyday. Carrot Top needs a good hit.
I think he needs Barry's over. I think he needs something fun to do. And, we know he can be serious. So let's get him back to his SNL roots. Let him do some voices. Let him be Eraserhead. All right. Let's let him be Eraserhead.
Yeah. I watch her. I was thinking
about that.
He'll do his body because he's got that interesting looking body. And he'll do the voice. So let's be serious. Yeah.
Yes.
But in a perfect world, how we cast freaky Carrot Top. There's Jack Fair. I would cast Carrot Top as the Abomination because he's jacked. He doesn't need any CG, man. That guy's huge. Steve Buscemi as the Mad Hatter. I like that. I'm reading the new Batman Brave and the Bold ongoing series. Nice. That's a solid read, Caden. All right, Panda. We got some cameos next, right?
That's right, cameos.
All right. So we went with cameos because it's, first of all, the beginning of the DC universe. We know they've done cameos before. We know we're going to get them in this movie. And the damn movie is called The Brave and the Bold.
Yes.
Which is based on the comic book series.
Of course.
Also, Grant Morrison's Batman, which is a solid read.
Yeah.
But Brave and the Bold was around a lot longer than Morrison's Batman. So the cameos, I kind of went with Brave and the Bold, a little Brave and the Bold cameos.
Okay.
And if you're not familiar with what that is, it was like a team up book, kind of like Marvel's 2-in-1 or Marvel Team Up, where you have Batman and then guest starring another DC character. That's Superman, Green Lantern. So I wanted to have fun with this one, but I didn't want to make it like too big, like all the Justice League showing up. But Yeah, I wanted to have fun because he has stated in an interview that this is Batman already existing in a world that has superheroes. So he has mentioned that.
Exactly.
All
So
right.
the first cameo would be, of course, Damien's mother, Talia al Ghul.
Talia al Ghul. Ooh, yes. Yes.
So I get to go first. My
Good pick. The
is
picture, I mean.
oh yeah, well it was I thought it was a good pick for Talia as well. Yes, thank you. I mean there was very few of them where her boobs were like so I mean
Oh, really? I don't even look at things like that.
Oh, is that now? Oh, really?
No.
Okay, we can throw out that Selma Hayek gif anytime soon. No?
I don't notice. I'm sorry. I was looking at her eyes.
Oh yeah, sure.
Look at those beautiful eyes. Oh my God, they're huge. And the way they sparkle with the water and just
Oh yeah, the way they sparkle is so beautiful and wonderful. Oh, her ashes are amazing.
Okay,
All
what are
right.
we talking about? Talia al Ghul.
So I picked a more of an up and coming actress, but I think for like a cameo, and I think working alongside Jake Gyllenhaal.
It's from Miller as the Creeper. That's good, Hamza.
It's very good. My choice is an actress called Emerald Taubia. So if you've seen like the Shadowhunters series on like, it was ABC Family, Freeform, whatever you want to call it. She was Isabel Lightwood, and she's been in a couple other things, not a lot. So she's more of an up and coming actress, but I feel like she definitely looks the part. And yeah, I like to see her as Talia al Ghul. So she is my pick. But probably solely based off of looks alone. So what is your pick, Omar?
Solely based on looks alone again, looking for actresses that kind of meet that particular style and look. By the way, the Watcher actually has a really good choice, but go with mine first and then we'll go to his. That is Sarah Shahi.
Ah, okay. And what's she been in before?
She was in Alias and Bullet to the Head, but apparently also in Black Adam. That's how much I did not remember that movie, that she was in Black Adam, dude.
Was she the mom?
I think she was the mom, Adriana Tompkins. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
but I really like her, and you know they're gonna reboot this universe, so I'm in for that. Although the Watcher has a really good choice. How's it going, Alex?
Miranda,
yeah, she's great, especially if we have a reunion of Firefly.
Oh yeah,
Alan Tudyk, my Nathan Fillion, because I like casting him and everything. What's up, Diego? Person of interest is what she's also been.
There we go.
Absolutely. That is a stunning lady. And honestly, I went with somebody a little bit older too. So she's like in her late 30s. Because if you're going to have like, if Batman's in his 40s, their kids in 12 to 15 years old, I can't cast somebody that's like 28. Otherwise, that's illegal.
Like just for Batman. Just for Batman.
I didn't even need to do that math. That was no bueno, Batman.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went with somebody a little bit older. She's
pretty
good-looking lady.
Yeah, and now that I realize she was in Black Adam, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so not the biggest win.
All right, so the next one is obviously we can't have Talia without her father. So,
oh my God, I saw your pick and I'm like, damn it, that's good.
Oh, it was good. All right,
it was good because I'm like,
yeah,
I almost went. Honestly, I saw your pick. I hadn't picked mine yet, and I'm like, I kind of agree with you because I love that actor.
I know, yeah, but it's okay. We have to your pick.
Ra's al Ghul, and I went with Lior Ashkenazi.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm butchering that name.
It's
Middle Eastern art actor. I'm not sure. I just saw a picture of him with these mutton, or no, he had a beard, and I'm like, that guy looks like he looks like Raj.
Yes.
But after your choice, yeah, your choice is right. I like your choice. I don't know if anybody else will agree, but I love this guy.
Yeah. So my choice. I mean, we're bringing it back, guys. If
we're bringing it back, I feel so old.
You're a fan of the late '90s action movies with Brendan Fraser. You would also recognize this gentleman, and that is Oded Fair.
Oh yeah,
from The Mummy.
That dude is perfect.
Resident Evil. I mean, he's been in a lot. I think he would be a good Ra's al Ghul. What can I say? He's older now. he would definitely fit the bill. Yeah, he's
his
my
voice, dude, when he was narrating the
Yes.
Mummy, like
I
it's solid.
know.
And I mean,
it's great. Yeah,
it's good. I like that, dude.
yeah,
It's hard because you're talking about the Demon's Head. You're talking about Batman's, well, at least to me, his greatest arch nemesis that is
hard. Yeah,
just as intelligent as him, and it's difficult to cast somebody like that. I mean, because once you've had the best Liam Neeson, there is no other. No, I'm just kidding. That was complete sarcasm. If you're new to the show,
yeah, I know. I hear it. I was like, really?
casting Liam Neeson as Ray Jargo was what?
Oh man, that was rough.
They weren't even like trying to fake any of it.
No.
Any of it. Yeah, but I think your choice is good. I love that actor. And
Yeah,
he was a Deuce Bigelow, remember?
Yes, he was.
The Gigolo.
Woo!
Man, time just flies.
Time flies. Yeah, I
It's
know.
crazy. All right, so those are two our cameos. We have a couple more. I feel like cameos, checking in on Damien, seeing how things are going, and Raj playing the perfect
of course
role, sitting on the chair monitoring the detective. Absolutely.
So the next one is Green Arrow.
Brave and the Bold, baby. Brave and the Bold. That's why I went with Green Arrow. It's time we see him on the big screen, separating him from who's the guy that didn't want to go picket fencing, like with the picket fence, your dude from the Arrow show. What's his name?
Stephen Amell. Yeah, boy, that certainly turned around real fast.
John Lovitz as the Penguin.
Oh, where's John Lovitz been? Yeah, that would have been awesome. That'd be great. All right, so I can do it first. My Green Arrow pick
Ladies first.
is I think an actor that's been on a lot of people's charts for fan casting for Green Arrow. And
really? I didn't know that.
Live action movie version. I mean, we've seen Justin Hartley play him, Stephen Amell, obviously. But for me, Charlie Hunnam. I mean, gosh, I would. Yeah,
that's a good choice, dude. I like.
He's a good-looking dude. I'd be down for it.
Is he Australian or is he from England?
He's from Australia because they build them differently.
I loved him in Sons of Anarchy, and
exactly. I know
he was great in Pacific Rim. Guy's good, and he was in that. He was in a Night movie, wasn't he?
He was in a King Arthur movie, which not that he was it was just the movie was bad. Doesn't mean he was bad in it. Does that make sense? Okay. He was in England. He's not Australian. He's English, but they do build them differently in Australia. Anyways, so who is your choice?
I went completely for looks in this one, and I went with Alex Pettyfer.
Pettyfer, yes. From
Magic Mike.
Number 9. No, I am number 4. Number 4. Which is a great. I read the books, and then I thought he was a decent cast for the film. It's a young adult, like sci-fi fantasy. Yeah. Anyways,
apparently he's in Magic Mike. I know nothing about.
He was the young kid that Channing Tatum mentored. That eventually and his sister was the one that Channing Tatum hooked up with. Yeah. I don't know how to tell you this. If anyone wants to know, if you haven't seen the original Magic Mike.
Dude, I ain't seen you for a minute. Cyclops is better than Wolverine. He's horrible at picking movies. I think he's had bad luck after Sons of Anarchy, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, and then he didn't want to come back and do the Pacific Rim sequel. And he did that. Like I said, he did that King. I really like him. I think he's a solid actor, and that's a good choice. But my dude, I went with looks. I have no idea what acting chops he's had. He just looks like he's had some acting chops.
I should make you watch Magic Mike.
I should not have to do that.
There's been 3 Magic Mikes since, or 2 Magic Mikes since then.
You get one birthday month, and you got to share that with baby Jesus. So you get 1 week where you get to pick the movie.
No.
It's either Magic Mike or the stupid Octavia Spencer and Melissa McCarthy superhero.
Why would that even be a pick? Thunderpants? Is that what that was? No.
Thunderpants.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderpants, is it?
No, it was like Thunderbolts. I don't remember off the top of my head. All right, so after Green Arrow, we can't have Green Arrow without Black Canary.
Absolutely. I had to put Black Canary in there. Again, Brave and the Bold, going a little old school in cameos. And I didn't want to have A-lists. I mean, we're going to have some, you'll see. A-list characters showing up like Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, confusing the hell out of everybody, whether she's in the James Gunn universe or not. Because I don't think even James Gunn knows right now what the hell's going on. Only thing I know about Magic Mike is outstripping, and my all-time favorite wrestler, Kevin Nash, is in it.
Yep, he plays Tarzan. That's an interesting role.
All right, let's see who you got, Panda.
Hamza, you're right. He should watch it for that because I watched it, and there's a lot of Selma Hayek in it.
Oh, dude, we walked out of Ant-Man and Wasp 3, and I was like, I should have gone and seen Magic Mike 3 instead because that was awful. Captain Underpants. What's up, Petite? How are you, brother? Thunderpants is a totally different movie about a kid with killer toots. What? What about Speedy? Well, let's not get Thunder Force. That's it. Gosh damn it, Amanda! You were like Thunderbolts. I'm like, no, that's a Marvel movie. They're not gonna call it Thunderbolts.
Oh, okay. It's a good thing you picked first. Oh.
It's a good thing I picked first. Okay, so for Black Canary, I chose this young lady. Oh my gosh, I'm so gonna mispronounce her name. Tony Garn. Okay. She was in Spider-Man Far From Home. She's the seamstress in that movie. She was a model turned actress, but also married to Alex Pettyfer.
Really?
So I thought, because I saw a picture of them together. So I saw a picture of him, and I'm like, oh, I like this guy. I don't know what he's been in. And when I went to look for Black Canary, I had the picture up of him and this young lady. And I was like, oh, she actually looks the part. And then I did a little research, and apparently they were married, or they are married. I don't know if they, it's Hollywood, so who knows? They're still married, maybe. Well,
I haven't heard anything, so.
You haven't heard anything, and you usually might go to, look at that picture. Damn, stunning. Woo.
Yes. Okay. So for my pick, I went with an actress that I think we've mentioned her before other places. Yes, Kaden, there is going to be a Batman Brave and the Bold movie.
Yes,
it's
that's
part
one
of the Gods and Monster Phase 1 for the Gunverse. Yeah. So for mine, I picked Catherine Winnick from the Vikings, and I think she'd be perfect for the role. I think she can do the action sequences. She's a great actress, so she is my pick for Black Canary. 100%.
100%. You're in. You're all the way in.
All the way in.
All the way in. All right.
God, who's next? Martian Manhunter is next.
All right.
So
Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter. So I get to go first. And I've casted this actor and other things, but I just want to see him in one of these properties. I don't care what it is. I love him. He's a great actor. He can play stoic. We've already seen that once before. And that is Regé-Jean Page.
That guy keeps coming back.
This guy so much. I mean, he did such a good job in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my God, you even had to get. That's not fair, Amanda.
I was ready.
He has a cape. That's not fair.
So I think he'd be great as Martian Manhunter. So there we go. That is my choice.
Ooh, Jed is saying Catherine Winnick is trained in MMA.
See, come on.
Wow.
She's learned bow and arrow. She can do that. It's fine.
All right, dude, you can have it. Look, I didn't have a gift ready, okay? I don't know how I'm gonna follow up that dude with a cape, but I went with Tristan McWilds. Now, he was in 2 shows that I really liked, and that's Friday Night Lights and The Wire when he was a young kid.
Yeah. Oh shoot!
But he's been in a lot of things recently. He's gotten a little bit older, He was, I think he's late 90s, he's 30 something years old. But he's a solid actor. And another actor that I think, I think he's in a TV show now. I don't remember what it is, but he's been in a TV show. I think, some of these folks just really need a break. I really like him. He's a solid actor. So that's why I went with him.
So the last one. Well, there's one more cameo.
Yeah, but it's not really James Gunn already did that for us.
Yeah, no, I did cast it in my fan cast prior. Anyways.
Oh God, we gotta keep rubbing that in.
Red Hood Jason Todd.
This one was difficult to cast because I'm like, do we cast the pretty boy? Because he's gonna be under the hood the whole time.
Most of the time.
And honestly, it's a cameo, and where can that lead? And it has to be somebody in their 20s that's outside of the, Batman's shadow, doing his own thing. So this one I had a lot of fun with. I kept going back and forth with this one. I didn't know where exactly I wanted to go. And then I'm like, it's James Gunn. He can make this character a complete goofball. I hope he doesn't. Like, he could be shooting freaking Nerf guns instead of real guns because it's James Gunn.
I don't think James Gunn would go that far.
I'm just saying. Come on, look what he did with. Look how badass Adam Warlock is in the comics, and look what he did with him. He made him an idiot.
Yeah, that's true.
Just saying. And if we're gonna have a cameo, but
yes. So you get to go first. Who is your pick?
Okay. I picked Tanner Buchanan. I like this kid, man. This kid's going places, and the Karate Kid is. I'm sorry, Cobra Kai's ending. So, good-looking kid. He can do martial arts. Yeah,
it's true. And it would be cool to see him. I mean, I don't know if Red Hood would ever have to be around Blue Beetle, but him and Sholo getting together, hanging out.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Look at you, fantastic. Cool. Look at you.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be really cool to see that if that happened. That was not my pick.
Speaking of Blue Beetle, we will be reviewing Blue Beetle on Friday. Right. At what time, Panda?
Probably like 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like we
will be reviewing Blue Beetle at probably like 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Probably like so my pick.
Yeah. What is this picture that you found? What is this?
It's from a premiere, a recent premiere. And let me say that I love that our fans know us so well. Because I've been keeping up with the chat, and that's why I'm laughing so hard, because I was like, you guys know me so well.
They do by now.
Yeah. So for Red Hood, maybe unconventional, but since I doubt we're gonna get Iron Lad, I think Tyson.
This freaking kid again. All right. If you're not familiar with our show, Amanda has been having a really weird, creepy crush on this kid, Tyler. What is this? Kids, I don't even know this kid's name.
Ty Simpkins. What?
Ty Simpkins from Iron Man 3. From the day that movie came out, I will never forget the text message. She's like, "Oh my God, Ty Simpkins just signed a seven movie deal with Marvel Comics," and I'm like, "Who the hell is Ty Simpkins? And why do I care?"
But that may look like now he's no longer this little Harley from Iron Man 3.
Harley, that's his name.
And he's been most recently, obviously, Insidious Red Door. So he knows how to play dark and brooding and tortured, I think. So if he's going to be Iron Lad, which I doubt is going to happen at this point, let's give him Red Hood. Why not?
This Red Hood is exactly like Iron Lad. Yes, exactly.
No, but at least he can show his rage and do something a little bit different. So Ty Simpkins, a lot of people here called it that. So.
It's like, who the hell is this kid? Okay, I gotta give Cyclops is better than Wolverine. Let me tell you something right now. If James Gunn is gonna James Gunn the Red Hood, then Michael Cera is the guy that plays the Red Hood with Nerf guns. Damn it, Pete Davidson should play Batman.
Oh my gosh, no, thank you. But I mean,
Amanda was saving the best for last.
Yeah, Hamza. When I started laughing earlier, it's because I saw your comment, but I wasn't gonna highlight it because I didn't want to.
I didn't even know who your pick was. I saw this picture. I'm like, who the hell is this dude?
Yes,
okay, whatever.
That's the same kid. Yep, he just grew a mustache for this premiere apparently, and his hair is he's way taller now. I don't know if he'll do superhero movies anymore. I think that Spider-Man's done a number on him. I mean, he's suffering from alcoholism, which, obviously had to have happened while he was filming like Spider-Man. And he's going through some stuff. So I don't know.
I hope he's okay. Okay.
He needs to look at some other properties. So that's why I'm hesitant to recast him in another superhero thing. Especially if he's still under contract.
I'm glad that you're taking his health into consideration. And I don't mean to laugh at that, but the way you said it, you're like, I don't want to start looking at other properties we're talking about, like you're his fucking agent. Under the Red Hood Deluxe Edition coming soon. That's right, brother. Amanda's picks were better than Omar. I may be salty at Omar for dissing me. Dude, I wasn't a Matchbox 20 fan. I'm so sorry. I laughed my ass off.
I am a Matchbox. Oh, we didn't talk about Super.
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about. Okay, so I think that will be the other cameo in this movie.
So we already know who's
Brave
cast,
and the Bold.
so.
We know who's cast.
David Cornsett. What? Yeah.
And James Gunn has said, this is a Batman that has existed in this world full of superheroes. Superman. Come on.
There we go.
All right, Dwayne The Rock Johnson as the Red Hood.
Oh, man.
What are your picks? If you're watching this later, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, put it in the comments. See if any of our picks resonate with you. Let us know if there's Bat family members or Bat villains that you feel like might be in Brave and the Bold that we didn't mention here. We haven't talked about the Court of Owls or anything like that because we don't know what they're going to do.
Well, I really thought they would go Court of Owls, but I think Court of Owls is more of a Matt Reeves movie.
Oh, that's true. I think that does.
It has that feel of Matt Reeves.
You're right. And
Morrison style, whimsical, crazy, and I don't want to spoil it, but I could see working as a James Gunn production film. Eric Roberts as Batman, Kat Dennings as Catwoman, Omar as Nightwing, Amanda as Batwoman, Jess Omnidog as Ace the Bat Hound Dream Team. I love that you went with Eric freaking Roberts as Batman first, dude. That is so awesome. And hey, Kat Dennings though.
Oh, here we go.
That's good casting right there.
Good casting.
I didn't add Kate because I feel like that's too. That wound is still fresh from the Batwoman show.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't. I played it a little like. I thought about Cassandra, and I thought about like I have Annie saying this. Yeah, watch there be Kate and Cassandra. No Tim, no Duke. It's just them, and I'm like, damn it. And of course, Pete Davidson as Tim Drake, and Ty Simpkins as freaking Nightwing. And I'll be so wrong, and I'll be out. The girl sitting next to me at Barbie at a complete stranger laughed so hard at the Matchbox 20 scene in Barbie. She apologized to me. I told her it's cool. It's hilarious. I laughed so hard at that joke.
I laughed very hard.
I wasn't a fan.
I listened to a lot of Matchbox 20. My favorite song actually is the song called Little Wonders that was on the Meet the Robinsons soundtrack. If anyone has seen Meet the Robinsons, the Disney show or movie that came out in that weird era after the Disney Renaissance, after the Cow movie. Like it was, and it was
it had a name.
Home on the Range. Yeah. I mean, and it was a good movie. I really enjoyed Meet the Robinsons. But yes, maybe it's just Rob Thomas. Maybe it wasn't all of Matchbox 20. But either way, that's one of my favorites. So there we go.
William H. Macy seems destined to play Commissioner Gordon. I agree. He's great. I just rewatched Fargo. It's one of my favorite movies. I love that movie so much. Al Pacino is Kite Man. I feel like these older actors that Oscar winners that are like, yeah, I'll come back for something. You know what? Even better, Eric, Jack Nicholson as Kite Man. Get Jack Nicholson out of retirement to go into a Batman movie because he was the Joker. Oh my gosh. The question, and or Manhunter could cameo in Brave and the Bold is also not referring to Martian Man. Oh, you're talking about Manhunter. Now, would you have the Lady Manhunter or the original Manhunter?
Good question.
Christopher Lloyd as Hugo Strange, Woody Harrelson as the Clucking. Candy Jams is just filling it up with their casting. I love it. Salma Hayek as Starfire. God bless you. God bless you.
That's good. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love that we have all these. You're like mad at me for all these queue ups I had, and you have all these gifts of these women.
These are my do not touch gifts. My wife and Amanda. Anybody? Oh shoot, I left that one on way too long. Sorry. There are certain gifts on this show that cannot be touched.
It's
practical
true.
effects.
We cannot touch the practical effects, guys. Can't touch that one. That's a great yes.
Next time, baby. That does not get
touch that one.
Do not touch that one. And then, of course, my two ladies. That's it. That is the rule here. Kate Spencer, Manhunter. Okay, that's a good choice. Yeah. I like that. Jack Nicholson would win a 4th Oscar as Kite Man, and all he need to do is be Jack Nicholson like he did the Joker. Ah! I hear you, brother. I hear you. Wait, isn't Amanda your wife? No, we
No.
would be in the same room, right? That would be weird if she
Yeah,
was like,
I'm gonna hang out in a different
or do you
room.
think this is the same room? Look at my hand. Look at my hand.
Yeah, no,
That's the
wait,
same room. Tim Curry as the gentleman ghost. Dude, I love Tim Curry. How's he feeling? I'm asking like you all know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I don't know.
Oh my God, why didn't I cast him as Duke? Terrence Howard.
Because
No.
Duke should be a teenager, isn't he?
Yeah, Terrence Howard will be Lucius. He'll be Lucius.
Lucius Fox. There's a good role for him. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, he's look. This scene alone, he's standing in front of like technology. Next time, baby. You know he's good. He's got that on his resume.
Man.
Kate Spence, Omar's wife's on Saturdays. Yes, Melanie's only
right.
my wife on Saturdays.
Saturdays.
Kate Spencer could easily beat DC's answer to Jessica Jones. And she dons a really cool costume and has a badass weapon. Cool.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt is Kite Man. There you go. That's exactly what will happen too.
That would be.
They had a little cameo in what, Deadpool 2 doing a
favor. But that's a Ryan Reynolds like favor kind of thing. I don't know.
You don't think James Gunn got people that
I'm sure, but now I know about Brad Pitt. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Okay, and then Lucius Fox will be played by Don Cheadle in the sequel. Thanks a lot.
Oh, that's amazing. Yes.
I hate you so much. Ooh, Luke Fox, Batwing, though. There we go. Okay. Amy Poehler is Poison Ivy.
Okay, that's an interesting casting of
Amy Poehler from Parks and Rec,
from SNL, from Baby Mama.
Keep going.
No,
Parks and Rec, Amy Poehler, right?
Yeah, is it person? Yeah.
Isn't that who's in Parks and Rec? Help me out here, man.
Yes,
I've had a little bit of beer.
Yes, it's Leslie Knope. Yes. Tina Fey half in comedy. Yes.
Candy Jams. I'm with you on David Spade as the Riddler.
Yeah,
we lost me as Amy Poehler on Poison Ivy. Though. I don't see that one. Cody Christensen as Red Hood. Man, who's Cody Christensen? Help me out here.
I knew you were going to ask me that.
And you were ready for an answer, weren't you?
I was ready now. Oh yeah, kid's in Teen Wolf. He was in Pretty Little Liars. He's cute.
Cute. That's all we need for the character.
Actually, he's really cute. Here, let me put this in the chat so everyone can see it. Here we go.
Let's do that. Nah, man. Yep. No, seriousness, I'm with you on wishing Terrence Howard had gotten to keep playing Rhodey. Oh, dude, me too. Oh well, it wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't.
Not, now we got, Secret Invasion, I guess. Maddie as Catwoman. I think she would rather play Wonder Woman, though.
Yes, I do think
Dylan O'Brien is Nightwing. Now I need to look up these dudes.
Oh, Dylan O'Brien, have you seen?
Probably.
Maze Runner.
I have, yeah.
Okay, he was the main character. I'm pretty sure that's Dylan O'Brien.
Oh, not the kid from A Bridge to Terabithia?
Josh Hutcherson.
That's the other young adult book. Whoops.
Yeah,
that's
the other one. Different book.
That's the Hunger Games. Hunger Games. Whoops.
Yes.
Uncanny Omar reads comics.
Oh, he's Maze Runner. He's also Teen Wolf. Okay, we all just pick a Teen Wolf, guys. Is that
you're in Teen Wolf. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Kate Spencer is a very underrated character. I can see her getting a HBO Max show. I would like that. Candy Jams, Amy Poehler. I'm not seeing it. Amy Poehler is Poison Ivy. No.
I mean, unless we're going for comedy, which I mean is not unheard of, but
I don't even know what Dylan O'Brien looks like, but I've heard a lot of women think he's hot. Okay. But sometimes that's all it takes to get these roles. Forgot his name, but the guy who played Percy Jackson had long hair recently. So him is Nightwing.
Oh, yes.
I love doing these type of shows. This was a lot of fun. Did a little bit of research, and this is fun. Not usually what I do. Can you pull up this dude that you said you're gonna pull up? What's he look like?
One? So this is Dylan O'Brien. Hold on, this should be easier to do this way.
Wow,
nope,
really?
that's not what he looks like.
Oh, Dylan O'Brien, what is up?
This is Dylan. Can you get the gift out of the way? That's Dylan O'Brien from Maze Runner, Teen Wolf.
Okay. Nightwing. Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
And then let me
bulk up.
And then here is
Cody. A little bit.
Here's Cody. Oh yeah. Cody Christian, I think, is the name that they chose. And this is this gentleman for Red Hood, which I mean, he's not a bad looking kid.
Okay, a little
Mhm.
little on the evil side. I like it. Omar looking up young kids in red. Yeah, my Google
Yeah,
says like the FBI is gonna knock on my door, like, hey, can
yeah.
you talk
And
to you
then
about your Google search?
someone mentioned Logan. Oh God, what's Logan's
To
Lerman?
be honest, I
Logan's
just need some
Lerman.
baddie for Catwoman. I'll be fine. Also, you should watch Teen Wolf. Really? Can you
All
tell
over
us
now, so
which
we could
reading
watch it.
order is if you're done with Transformers? I'm gonna put it up to a vote. I think Wonder Woman. I'm gonna leave it up between Wonder Woman or what was it, Captain America. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Dude, I don't even recognize him. So someone said had long hair. Yeah, look at this. I like, oh shoot. Nope.
Who the heck is Logan Lerman?
Huh?
Who's Logan Lerman? Who are we looking up? I'm done looking up dudes on my Google.
Do you that picture him? That's Percy Jackson. I like, or Perks of Being Wallflowers.
I've never seen Percy Jackson. It would have helped. Okay.
Yeah, no, that is oh, he was okay, so wasn't he also in Butterfly
I'm all
Effect?
ears.
Wasn't he didn't he play a young version, right? Did he, or was that some other kid?
Okay, I'm a straight man anyway, but I expected Dylan O'Brien to be hotter based on what women have said. Maybe that was just a bad pick, man.
I'm liking this picture of Logan Lerman, but I mean, he's too young for me, so.
Is he though? Ty
too. I mean,
Ty Simpleton or whatever the hell his name is.
I didn't say I just think he deserves, like, they don't tease Harley and make it sound like he's going to be something. Throw him in Endgame at the very end.
Wait. Amanda, are you saying they don't tease people like they're going to be something? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Okay, fair point. Fair point.
It's what I do. It's what I do.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
Looks up Logan Lerman, Salt and Pepper. Scott Adkins would be a fantastic Batman.
Scott Adkins, that's my husband's favorite.
Scott Adkins. Who's Scott Adkins?
He is like a action, like he was like a stunt, like MMA. I thought he was doing MMA, but he's in a lot of fighting movies that Corey likes a lot. And he was a villain in something recently, John Wick 4.
What?
He was the villain in John Wick 4. It's this.
Okay.
Here, let's see if I can get you.
You're the guy that invented the Scott Adkins diet?
Nope, not that guy. Here, this is what he looks like. This is Scott Adkins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's done stunt work too.
Yeah, and a lot of fight movies, like some of those like B like level, like C level action movies you found on Netflix. He's done a lot of those too.
Yeah, I think he was the John Wick fighting coordinator for a while, and then they kind of gave him this role here.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they gave him a role eventually. Yeah, so
can he act? Because I mean,
kind of. I mean,
like that's the thing too, because it's not just Batman, right? It's Bruce Wayne.
I mean, that's where
it's like he's a father. So
I've seen him in some of his movies. There's like they have like a whole
honestly, what John Wick did with I'm sorry if people really
Undisputed. That's what it is. That's like he's been in those movies. Have you seen those?
No, I've not. The young lady that was in Orange is the New Black, and she played Batwoman in the first season. Rose, I can't remember her name. She was pretty bad. So what they did with her in John Wick was made her mute. And I was like, oh, that's a really good workaround, that particular so that's the thing, right? Like they can look the part, but can they act? That would be it.
Yeah.
Watch the Undisputed movies and you will like him.
That's what I've watched with my husband.
How many are there?
There's several. I mean, it depends on what you like. They're not my cup of tea.
Look, I like Mission Impossible movie. So, yeah, Ruby Rose, that was that lady's name. Yeah, and if you like her, that's awesome. But I did not. Man, when she was in Orange is the New Black, I'm like, I don't know who this lady is, but she's awful. And apparently she was a pop star singer in Australia, and she was huge. She was huge. And that's why they kind of gave her that.
Definitely helped ruin Piper's character, right? That's her name? Yeah.
Well, I think the writers did that.
Okay, that's true. The writers ruined that character. I was like,
Nicolas Cage as the Batman Who Laughs.
Any Nicolas Cage is always a pleasure.
You saw Tanner Buchanan as Red Bobby, that was me, Jared. You're welcome.
That was Omar. That's Omar special.
I'm what?
Omar special.
I am. I
Yes.
would have loved Alexandra Daddario as Wonder Woman. That's a good choice. I liked her too. He actually is pretty good. You can watch both Ninja and Universal Soldier sequels
There
he
we
was
go.
in. Oh, Universal Soldier. He's in that? Nicolas Cage said he would love to play the Spectre. He said, man, just give him, like, let it come full circle and Nicolas Cage can be Jor-El.
That would be insane.
Nicolas Cage Jor-El. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
That is almost full circle. Look at it. But I mean, we're looking at it just from the Superman angle, but you got to look at it from the father of all movies. If you learn anything from Barbie, Amanda,
Yes.
what's the movie that guys love talking about and breaking down to women?
Justice League?
No, The Godfather.
The Godfather. That's true.
Who played Jor-El in The Godfather? I mean, who played Jor-El in Superman? Who was also
Marlon Brando. Yeah.
Brando, right? All right. And who's related to Nicolas Cage?
Marlon Brando?
No, not really, but Coppola's.
Coppola's, okay.
Right? Right? And now
full circle.
Cage gets to play Jor-El. There you go. It's come full circle, baby. And he also named his son Kal-El in real life. You know it's meant to be, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I think he calls him Cal.
Yeah.
Guys, Channing Tatum and Ryan Gosling as Booster Gold.
I know that Omar would not say Channing Tatum. As long as he's not Gambit, I think Omar will be happy with it. So
I added those two, Ryan Gosling, but I like my pick better for Booster.
Oh yeah, we did do Booster Gold. Who did we pick?
It was what's his name? From I really like this guy. He's kind of blown up recently. He was in Maverick.
Oh, you picked oh my God, Howard Glenn
Howard. That's it. Yeah. Guy's killer. I love that dude. It's great.
Yeah. We both picked him. We both picked him.
Seriously, man. That guy's good looking. He's funny because I've seen him in comedies. He could do Booster.
And he's about to be in that romantic comedy with Sydney.
Glenn Powell. Thank you.
Glenn Powell, yeah. And he's that's going to be interesting.
I can't watch Booster Gold if it doesn't have Ted Cord. The new Blue Beetle movie be damned. Eric, we got to support the new Blue Beetle movie. Yeah, I got to go see it. I hope
we are going to go see it because we want to go see it.
Hank Azaria as the Joker. You're still at this, Candy. Okay. Tommy Maguire as Professor Milo.
There we go.
I like. I mean, Wonder Woman is supposed to be the prettiest girl in the world. And
oh no, she's gorgeous. We know. Yeah. Every time she's on the screen, like if you saw her in Baywatch, which is an awful movie, not a great movie.
I've seen fan casting of her as a Rogue too, but. Yeah. She's come a long way because I'll be honest. When she first started out, she was a little not that good. She's really pretty, right? Really, she's a really pretty girl. There's no denying.
She was okay in Percy Jackson.
Was she in that? What was the one with the
Athena? Artemis is one of their daughter.
Rock with the Rock. I think she played his daughter.
No, she was in Baywatch with the Rock and Zac Efron.
Okay, but she played his daughter in this movie where things are falling and buildings are falling. I can't.
Oh, is it
Congo? Nope.
Earthquake? Nope.
Word. San Andreas. Thank you. God.
It's about okay.
Did you just Google really bad movie with the Rock? That movie was awful. Ayo, Man of Baywatch is the best movie of all time. Hobby Man, you just tell me to go and watch that Scott movies, and I'm like, you just said. Baywatch is the best movie of all time. All right. Alexandra Daddario might be sexy, but she also has the most amazing
eyes. Her eyes are stunning.
People are obsessed with her
eyes.
Chesticles, yes. Which I've not noticed because first thing I look at are eyes.
Yes. The first thing you look at is their personality.
Oh my God. Yeah. That is just losing personality out of that dress.
Right now. God bless.
Oh, that's enough beer for me. Amanda, anything else we got to talk about tonight?
No. I mean, other than the fact that Christopher Nolan admitted that he thinks that Talladega Nights is one of the best comedies of all time, which I was so excited to share with Omar, who loves.
Now, we just lost Amanda. That's a shame because she's just the star of the show. Well, she was in the middle of something, so There we go. But she's trying. Yeah, she must be having internet connections.
He just doesn't like that.
Yeah.
No, other than that, there's not a lot to add. There is some, legal stuff going on with Disney. We already talked, I think, last week about the VFX artists at Marvel that are looking to unionize. And then recently, TSG Entertainment, which you've all probably seen their flash screen at the beginning of movies. It's like the guy with the arrow and he shoots it and there's like they all kind of fall in line. You've seen it. And this is TSG Entertainment. It's like Zeus or something. Anyways, so they're suing Disney because they had an agreement with Fox before the merger, as far as financing for the movies. And then Fox was bought out by Disney. Disney has not paid them what they're owed. We're talking about millions of dollars. Like it's gonna, yeah. So they're suing Disney, and they have the same lawyer that successfully settled for Scarlett Johansson when she sued Disney because they threw Black Widow out day of day release on streaming and in the movie theaters, and she in her contract had nothing about streaming, and so she was owed profits from box office. She felt that the streaming undermined that, and so they sued her. Same lawyer. So we'll see what happens. But that's like some of the boring business news right now. Other than that, I know looks like they might be coming to the table on the writer's strike, which is great. Oh, wow. Well, Lizzo's in the process of maybe getting canceled. So I don't know.
We're canceling people, Amanda. And why
backup dancers and a documentarian?
Why not Black Canary? Because she has that voice.
I don't know. I'm just saying. So we'll see what happens. Anyways.
Candy J's been at this all night. I love it. Anna Sophia Robb is Harley Quinn. I don't even know who that is, but I'm going to have to Google her.
Oh, you've seen Anna Sophia Robb before.
Oh, I'm sure I have. And Jack Black as the Penguin. I thought we were doing Danny DeVito as the Penguin. Candy Jam. Okay, we're going to go with Logan Marshall Green as Mr. Miracle, Jared said. Okay.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Anna Sophia Robb. I'm going to look her up real quick, Amanda.
Yes, look her
up. Any other news?
Nothing of consequence right now. Besides the fact that there might be rumors of things getting taken off release schedules. I know I'd heard, and I don't know if it's confirmed, that they took Echo off the release schedule for Marvel.
I heard about that.
Yeah, and then I think someone had said Deadpool might have been taken off the release schedule, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. She was in Bridge to Terabithia.
Yeah, that movie was okay.
She's grown up since then. I mean, she's in the Carrie Diaries, which was great. I love that show. Well, I loved Austin Butler was in it too. And look at him. He almost won an Oscar for being Elvis. So there we go. Great things can come.
It was an awful movie. Okay. Didn't Omar mention Bridges? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she was in Bridges to Terabithia. Also, Adria Arjona as Wonder Woman. She kicked butt in 6 Underground and is beautiful and kick-ass. The perfect mix of Wonder Woman.
There we go.
Deadpool was pushed to 2025, I thought.
Yes, I think that's what, I know that it was either pushed or released, or Oh, we're going to review it on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live.
There we go. That
is me saying it, confirming it with a very strong voice and forceful.
Okay. So I think that's it, everybody.
It is, yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, we will be back on Friday. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Remember to follow us on all of our social media channels at Near Mint Con. Remember to check us out on Spreadshop for some great near mint condition merchandise. And also check us out on Patreon for $1 a month or more. You can support us here on our channel and get some cool perks in the process. And last but not least, if it's classy and cool, it must be Near Mint. Good journey till all are one. We will see you all on Friday for Blue Beetle.
Bye, everybody. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.